Hey guys, it is the 21st of September. This video is about the highs and lows of this journey so far. There have been quite a few over the past couple of weeks. The best part of the week, I guess, was last week. The best part of 7 days. I went to see my surgeon. His name is Dr. Lockie. He's in Everton Park in Brisbane, if anyone's interested. So I had the appointment with the CNC, which is his wife. She went through the process. She went through the out-of-pocket expenses. She coordinated everything. So I've got a gastroscopy, 2 dietitian appointments, 2 psychology appointments, the consent appointment, plus the surgical review, which was also on the same day. So every other appointment she's mapped out for me on certain days and everything, because I'm travelling from Toowoomba. It was quite lucky that I got my appointment when I did, because I've got a couple of weeks off in a couple of weeks' time, so I'll be able to get most of those investigations out of the way. He's doing a camera down the throat just to see if I've got a hiatus hernia. If I do, he'll fix that while he's stapling my gut away. So that was last Monday. And over the week, highs and lows, family and friends, asking, oh, what does this entail? What does that entail? Mum called me today while I was at the gym. She said, oh, Dad's quite concerned that you'll never be able to eat again. Well, I've already told him, because I saw him face to face last week. Dad, I will be able to eat again. I just have to be on fluids for a couple of weeks and then mush for a couple of weeks. After that, I can eat. It'll just be a whole lot smaller portions. Portions are my downfall. I don't eat terribly. I just eat too much. And I don't think he understands that. I know he's a big eater, and he's always has been, and he's a very hard-working man, farming background, work his finger to the bone and then come home to a massive meal and then have seconds and thirds, and then have ice cream on top. Dad, I love you, but man, you've got some bad food habits. So that quite upset me today, that he's not very supportive, and I think it's just from lack of information. So I've downloaded, I copied everything that my surgeon gave me information-wise to send to Mum and Dad. Hopefully they'll get a little bit more informed. Someone's always got a friend that had gastric something or other, whether it was the bypass or the sleeve, and someone's always got a horror story. Oh, a friend of mine had this done, and they said it was the worst thing that they've ever done because they just kept vomiting, and my surgeon has told me from the 7 years that he's been practicing these 2 procedures that his fail rate is 0.7%. That is awesome odds. It's not even 1%. I'm pretty happy with that. And he also said that his clients lose up to 75% of their excess weight or more. And, it's all about compliance. If you comply, tough trying to have complications when you're compliant. There are always 1 or 2 people, exception to the rule, out of every 200 patients, 1 person will probably have a leak or something like that. But it's very small odds. Very small odds. And if they don't tell you about the risks before you have the surgery and you do have complications, that's where they can get sued. So that's why they tell you about the complications. You might have a DVT, which might develop into a PE. That's why they give you Clexane injections before and after your surgery. So I've just got to send that to my parents, and hopefully they'll be on board. I did get a little bit emotional with Mum on the phone this morning, because she's like, oh, well, somebody told me that they're in the same boat as you and they did this and it worked for them. I said, Mum, I've been going to my GP for well over 12 months. I've tried everything. I've got polycystic ovaries and hypothyroidism. I'm chronically tired from the hypothyroidism. I've got hyponatremia as well, which I don't know if that's actually better or worse since March. That was my March blood test. I'm sure I'll find out in a couple of months' time when I have another blood test. But, you know, like, I go to the gym every day. I eat really well. I just eat too much, and that's my problem. And it's easy just to say, oh, just have water afterwards, but that just dilutes your food and doesn't get absorbed properly or whatever. You know, I drink 3 litres of fluid a day, 3 litres of water a day, and I'll have an occasional Coke Zero every now and then, probably every second or third day. You know, I went the whole weekend without having one, and I had one at work today, you know. So, you know, I don't eat terribly. I don't go to KFC all the time, and I don't go to McDonald's all the time. You know, I used to. You know, more than 3 years ago, I used to go through McDonald's on the way home just because I was too tired to cook anything. You know, I probably save $600 a year by not going there. People say it's cheap to eat out. No. Anyway, that's just my little rant. There are many highs and lows of this weight loss surgery. You know, trying to get people that you love on board, trying to get them to support you. It is tough. But at least, you know, 98% of the people that I've told, you know, I've only told a very small group of people. Most of them are very supportive, and I'm very grateful for that. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment on my videos. If there's anything you'd like to know about me or what I do or how everything's going, if there's a topic that you'd like covered, let me know. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Thanks, guys. See ya.